see. Gabriel, don't you blow your trumpet till you heard from me. Ain't no grave that can hold my body down. Meet me, Jesus, meet me up in the air. If these wings don't fail me, I'll meet you anywhere. Ain't no grave that can hold the baby Jesus down. There ain't no grave that can hold his spirit down. Meet me, mother and father, meet me down the road. Mama, don't you know I'll be there when I check my load. Ain't no grave that can hold my body down. I've been down the river of Jordan, I buried my knees in the sand, and I hollered, hallelujah. I saw his promised lands. Ain't no grave that can hold my spirit down. Pink. Hello, handsome. You want a biscuit? You want a biscuit, eh? Do you want a biscuit? Look at your little crop dusting tail going back and forth. Come on. Biscuit. Got a biscuit, Marley. Look at his little happy face. Well, microphone nearly smacked it. There we go. Come around it. There we go. And toi. Right, microphone, keyboard, sat comfortably, close music window, open up stream, let me just copy and paste, I'll be right back with you. Home, there you go, Peter. Put your thinking head on. Music window. I'm the only trans investigator in the world that's transvestigated a donkey. Yes, that's me. Paste. Post. Twitter tweet. Let's have a look. There we go. Tuesday Night Live. We're all good. Let's come back to class. Every night we look at the human skeleton. Why? Because it's the greatest. Of all the rabbit holes in the world, there is nothing. There is nothing that comes close to this rabbit hole. Not the flat earth, not fake space, not fake medicines, not fake food, not fake dinosaurs, not fake nukes, not fake nothing. Only fake people. Because once you can see the fake people, you can see who's doing this to us. You can see the magicians. God made men 15% bigger in the skull. Look at the difference. Look at the shape of the jawline. Look how a woman's chin hangs back from the forehead and a man pushes over the forehead. Let's go back. Men have rectangular far apart eyes. Women have rounded, close set eyes, John Lennon eyes. Big nose, big teeth, little teeth. A wide dental arch to match the far apart eyes. A narrow dental arch to match the close set eyes. A square jaw versus a sloping jaw, pointed chin. Women win on the skull with a 5 head because it's vertically flat like that with 2 dimples on it because the skull spreads outwards. She's widest in the hairline. Men have a 4 head versus the 5 head. We're widest just below the eyes. Just below the eyes. Women are widest in the hairline, giving them an upside down egg shape to the face. Men get a block, a square, a rectangle. Sometimes we call it a cannonball because it's almost as wide as it is long. A woman is nowhere near as wide as it is long. Excess of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for permission, form or payment to the copyright holder. There we go. I'll tell you what we'll start with. We'll start with that hoax, seeing as you brought it up, Connor. Challenger. Let's have a look at the Challenger hoax tonight, boys and girls. There we go. Challenger shuttle. That'll find it, won't it? There we go. Bink. Let's say hello to you all. First in was Kyle. Ooh, and about. How you doing, Kyle? Hello, Nung Nung. How you doing? Bernie Shepherd's in the house. Hello, Bernie. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Luke. Sunshine. How you doing? Many blessings, mate. Cable X. Salam alaikum. Faith, welcome to the show. Marmaduke, welcome to the show. Hello, Annabelle. How you doing? Sylvia's also here. Hello, Sylvia. All right, Trito. All right, Trito. How you doing? That southern bit of fluff. Thanks for sending us those gates, Trace. That I didn't realise Sean had already covered the topic. I wish Sean had seen the video. He'd have sent me his full meme. I didn't realise. But either, regardless, thank you for the gates. He went and made a video. Showing his gait yet again, screwed up on the way to walking position twice. Just the way a woman fakes a man fakes a woman's gait, a woman can fake a man's gait. It doesn't look the same. Just like when a man fakes a woman's gait, it doesn't look the same. And they caught you just on that alone. Hello, Edmondson. How you doing? And Judy. Hello, Judy. Judy. YouTube as well. Welcome to the show. I think I got you all. If I did miss you, sorry. My eyes are holding me wheeze and neek. Watch him, Matty. He's got his eye on something. Watch him. Right. So, let's have a look at the Challenger. Challenger. Do you know what? I think I was about 11 years old. I was in big school. It was my first year in big school. And I don't know how far we must have been in. It can't have been long, right? We joined September, maybe 6 months in. I think it happened in April, May, June. I don't know, June, July. I'm not sure when it happened, but apparently, because there was a teacher on board. Let's go back. Because there was a teacher on board, we had to watch it at school. So we were watching. They brought in the school television, and
They brought in the school television. It's so obvious. Look at that one, that one, that one, and that one is just so obvious. The Asian chick, she got a bit of a wider skull than the rest of them, but those 4 FTMs are so easy, just by the 5 heads. And then look at the neck and the distance in their eyes on. Look at that Adam's apple on that one. I can just see straight through them. One of these was a teacher. I don't know. Was it that one or that one? One of them was a teacher, allegedly. So they covered, the person you was talking about covered the hoax, but didn't mention that the people are still alive. Yeah, they're still alive. NASA's explanation for this is that 3 of those people have got twins. This one's got a twin, that one's got a twin, and I think, I can't remember, another one's got a twin. Anyway, we're looking at the Challenger. Right, first, right, let's just cover aerodynamics, right? Look at that Unka Chunka. You know when you, right, let's just compare it like this. This is one way to compare it. A Ferrari, there's a Ferrari, streamlined, beautiful. You can pick any Ferrari you want, and they all look spiffing, don't they? They look like jet planes, just missing the wings. You know, gorgeous looking things, right? And then you look at a tranny van. Transit van. There you go. The old English tranny van. Everywhere I go, I see trannies. Everywhere I go, I see 4 tranny vans. I do, everywhere. In England, it's the most common white van you're going to see. It's a tranny. England's covered in them. What we're looking at is aerodynamics, right? There's a big old block thing. Just put wings on that, right? And what you got? Yeah, there you go. That's what you got. There it is, look. There's a Ford tranny van. And there it is. That's what they did. They stuck wings on that, right? You do see what I'm saying, right? If it was going to space, wouldn't it look streamlined? Wouldn't it be aerodynamic? I mean, let's go one step further. The SR-71 Blackbird, whose wings melt and the fuel spills out on the runway. Go look at it. SR-71 Blackbird. Now that is streamlined, isn't it? It's made of Kevlar. It's not made of aluminium. It's got heat shields, Punch. Heat shields. What we do is we cover the bottom of the wings. Well, why not the top? Because that's where all the heat's coming from. The heat's going to be all around it, you dingbat. Air causes friction. So back to air causing friction. This is the fastest plane in the world. It does 2,300 miles an hour. Mach 3. Mach 3. When a pilot turns this in Mach 3, they're going to black out. They can't. They can only go in straight lines at Mach 3. You do understand this, right? The minute you put curvature onto it, that's how, when you see these planes take off and you see the guy in the back just pass out, it's literally because the plane's on an upward curve. It's curving. Anytime something curves, you're thrown outwards or inwards, depending on the inertia of the place you're sitting and the direction you're going in. So the minute this turns, they pass out at Mach 3. They're just going to knock them clean out, right? When you see them doing these, the Rocket Man, the NASA Rocket Man film, when it's in the, what do they call it? The spinny machine. I don't know what they call it. The G-force machine. They're in a G-force machine and they're spinning him round, and he's like he's at the Alton Towers. His Six Flags. He's loving it. Make it go faster. But the point I'm making is, at about 7 Gs, a human being passes out, male or female, passes out at about 7 Gs. You cannot turn this thing at that speed. It has to go straight, and then you have to slow it down, turn. The reason for this being is friction, right? You turn this onto a curve, and you're going to create even more friction on the chassis of this plane. Bearing in mind, just like Concorde, this thing melts at high speed, right? Because you're passing through air. But I'm going to bring you back to the aerodynamics. Look at that beast. It looks aerodynamic. It literally looks like it can do only just, and it is only just, Mach 3. It can do Mach 3, but it can only just do it. It starts to melt. Go look at them refueling it. The fuel spills out of it. So aerodynamically, this can do 2,300 miles an hour in Kevlar, heat-resistant plating all over it because it melts at 2,300 miles an hour. You want me to believe that the Ford Tranny van is doing 17,000 miles an hour? Wait. It's doing Mach 23. Mach 20. Look. Mach 3. That's Mach 3. Mach 3. Look how slim and streamlined it is. Mach 23. It looks like it's eating 23 Big Macs. They're taking the piss. They're like, you want me to believe that Unka Chunka right there is doing 17,000 miles an hour. 17,000 miles an hour. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I think the top missile does, I don't know, what is the top speed? I'm sure it was, is it 4,000 or 9,000 miles an hour? Fastest missile in the world. Fastest missile in the world. Where is it? 33! It's doing 33,000 kilometers an hour, father. Mach 27, there you go. The fastest missile in the world can do Mach 27, it says. 20,000 miles an hour. I don't believe you. How can the missile do 20,000 and the SR-71 only do 2,000? It's got two missiles strapped to it. Shouldn't it be doing Mach 46? It's got two massive missiles strapped to it. It's half the size and half the... It's a quarter of the size and a quarter of the weight of the tranny van. You got to be kidding me. That thing is not doing 17,000 miles an hour. Right, we're done on the ballistics, right? It can't. Nothing does that speed. The Blackbird melts at 2,300. It literally starts melting because of air friction. You want me to believe that Unka Chunka is doing Mach 23? Not a chance. So back to the day. They brought us in. They sat us down. They turned the telly on and the teacher explained how important it was to send a teacher to space. I think it was this one. The teacher. It's so important to send that teacher to space. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's him. He's got a big neck, hasn't he, and an Adam's apple. Look at the size of that knuckle. So, basically, they're shooting up 7 human beings into space. Right. If you could get to space, and they can't, the highest they've been, right, they say they've been to the moon, they've gone to Mars, they put cars on Mars, rovers on Mars, on the moon, right? But the highest they can go is 200 miles. The space station, that's the highest they can go. 200 miles, they say. They say there's a space station up there. If you want to believe that there's a space station up there, you can't even see the space station being built anywhere, right? If you want to believe that they're in low Earth orbit, 250 miles up, doing this nonsense, then that's up to you. There's just one problem. The minute you get up there, 250 miles high, well, the Kármán line's at 60 miles, so that's between Earth and space. As soon as you hit 60 miles, you're in space. The Van Allen radiation belt. Oh, this has got to be the greatest laugh of your life, hasn't it? Van Allen. It's a proof. Bearing in mind, Neil, Buzz, and Michaela, somehow managed to pass through the Van Allen radiation belts in 1969. Somehow, they managed to pass through the Van Allen radiation belts. Don't ask me how. Because common sense tells you that... Where are we? You can't pass through a microwave radiation belt in a tin aluminium can. You can't. It's going to cook all the occupants instantly. It's going to cook them. Again, NASA showing us... Oh, they put some stars in, look, fake ass. They put some more stars in. What's happening, NASA? Are you getting pissed off with me telling everyone there's no stars in space? They've started putting fake Look, it's got a Getty image. That's real, folks. It's definitely real. Yeah, because it's got a Getty image from NASA. All credit goes to NASA. Yeah, that's what they usually show us, look. Black. Just blackness. Right, anyway. Let's go back to the day. Apparently, I don't know, about a minute into the flight, my teacher turned off the television and started crying. Which upset the whole class. Well, all the girls started crying with her. All the boys were sat there going, wow! Did you see that? Most people, normal people, right now, if you're listening, you're like, you're sick, Peter. You're sick, Poncho Pete, laughing at the death of these people. How do you know they died? What, because the television told you? Because you saw an explosion. This alleged rocket with a Ford Tronny van stuck on its back, doing 17,000 miles an hour, exploded on live television. It's not the first time they've pulled off one of these giant, stupid hoaxes for the world to believe. It just confirms to you that they're putting people in space. I saw a spaceship blow up. You call that a spaceship? I call that a Ford Tronny van with wings on it. Oh, this is a joke. Look at this. Have you seen this? Right? The only thing holding that, I don't know what that weighs, but it's big. That's empty, I'm telling you. There's nothing in that. It's just a model, I'm telling you now. I can't remember what that's called. The frontal prong on that. You want to see the connecting bolt. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I've seen bigger nuts on a BMX. Well, he been. I've seen bigger nuts on a child's tricycle. The whole thing is a joke. And this is just all the Americans like, yeah, we put a man on the moon. You didn't even put a man on the moon. They're all women. Go look at the videos I've made. You believe that that's a fully working space shuttle with engines, rockets, burners, fully loaded, traveling on top of that on a and the bolt that's hanging. Honestly, the bolt that's got that connected is a joke, an absolute joke. Challenger shuttle hoax. Let's show you what we're talking about. Wonderful. This one will do. I like the pilot. He's got wonky eyes. Dick Scobie. That one. The one that's in the sniper division. Look at those. He looks like the Jezebel. It does. Stick a beard on it. This one, another FTM look. Wide along face. Wide along face. Look at that 5 head. And then the two dudes, of course. You're wondering, who are these people? Who are these people next to the Challenger pilots? Well, these are the people now. This one here. This is the only one you can't fully check now because this one allegedly had an heart attack. This one allegedly had an heart attack. But that was that one grown up. This, look how similar they are. Look, this one, it's the same people. Look, same dental arch, same close set eyes. It's just older. Same with this one. This one's a solicitor, isn't it? A lawyer. And this one went back to teaching, a professor. And I can't remember who that is. There are videos on it. All you got to do is go look up the videos, Challenger hoax, to watch a more in-depth version of what I've just given you. They may talk about the Challenger hoax, but most of them don't want to tell you that the pilots and that the pilot, apart from that one, they're all still alive and they're all holding down jobs. They're all still alive and they're all holding down jobs. Nobody realizes it's them. That's how good the spell is on mankind. Whether you break it for yourself or someone helps you break it. It only takes a certain amount of research to realize they do not show you stars in space. Every time they do, it's faked. And the reason they don't is because down here on Earth, we've got geniuses. We really have. And some of them love this fake astronomy nonsense. It is nonsense, right? God put the signs and seasons there. That's all they're there for, signs and seasons. Nothing more. They can't show you them, ever. Because the minute you get up to 6 miles, which is the Mount Everest highest mountain in the world, all the stars vanish at 6 miles high on Earth. So they can't show you them in space because all the nerds on Earth that look at the sky every night from Earth and can see stars, well, if you put the wrong star in the wrong place, someone on Earth's going to spot it. They're going to use trigonometry, your own math set, your own Masonic numbers against yourselves and trigger it back on you. That's why they don't put stars in space. Okay. Back to the shuttle. So the person in question was Mr. E. You did put it here, didn't you? Let's just double check it. Thank you, Belty. I'm open to this, but I'm not getting it. Then go watch me training videos. There. Good to see Mrs. E making vids again. It's not good to see. Why is it good to see? Wow, come here. It's not good to see because she tells lies. Back file. H's file. Actually, it might actually. Well, let's just put it in first. Mr. E. Again, why haven't you given in the world your gate? You're such a good teacher and transvestigator and you tell the truth all the time, Mr. E. Why hasn't the world seen your gate? We've seen your face, you got school checked, you failed. Mr. E. Mystery. Like Babylon. Mystery Babylon. It's not there. Gutted. Why do you always remove my pictures, Twitter? Post. Tweet. Where's Mr. E? Come on, find it. Anita Ekberg. That's not Mr. E. Find Mr. E. I'm in the right file, aren't I? Yeah. Van Helsing, yeah, of course. Sending tin cans through a microwave. Sounds real. 20,000 mile an hour missiles. Bullshit. The planes can only do 2,300. You don't think they'd strap a man to a rocket at 20,000 miles an hour just to see if they could? Of course they would. Ferrari gone. Oh yeah, Challenger, that's where we were. Has it found that bloody picture? Back file. Oh, there we go. It's not there. What, are you kidding me? Oh no, wait a second. It's found loads of bloody pictures. Not the one I'm looking for though. Oh, I have got it. There it is. This was done by Horatio. Horatio did this one. Just to prove to me, yet again, that it's all of them. I didn't even do this skull check. This was Horatio's. Bink. And the amount of people, including Roberto, said it wasn't Mr. E. Divs. We know exactly who it is because we watched that interview. These people that came late to the party. See, I've been here from the beginning of Flat Earth and from the beginning of this topic. Mr. E. There you go. Bink. Skull and Gay Tits. Skull and Gay Tits. Put the male skull on this. For all you students out there, do they look like rectangular eyes or rounded close set eyes? Does that look like a big set of thin pink lips? A big thin set of red lips or a small set of pink pouty lips? It's a small mouth. It's a deep philtrum. It's a messed up Cupid's bow. It's a pudgy nose. It's close set eyes. It's got a vertical forehead and it's widest in the hairline, not in the cheekbones. It's got a sloping jawline. It's got no neck. It talks very soft, doesn't it? Like a hairdresser sometimes.
Sometimes it doesn't sound quite like Hans Wollmark. Hans Wollmark sounds like an hairdresser, doesn't she?
Because it's a helium voice. You're giving women testosterone, the original estrogen-filled small windpipe. Remember, a woman has got 40% smaller neck, larynx, windpipe, and voice box in compared to a man. Only a man can project himself. Oh, a man can project himself like that. Women can project themselves, don't get me wrong, but they can't keep that note for as long because we've got 40% bigger lungs, which means we can hold. That's why these divas, Celine Dion, Bette Midler, Mariah Carey, they all sing like this because they've got male lungs. The point I'm making here is, I can see that's an egg-shaped face. I've seen this skull many times. I know what a woman's forehead looks like and then the width of it. I know what a woman's forehead looks like and the width of it. Male pattern baldness on a woman is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a small triangle there, a squash face. My face is spread. Bink. My face is spread. Rectangle shaped eyes, sloping back forehead, large, low set ears, huge, wide mouth, square jaw to match it. I wish I was smiling like I was there in this picture. But there you go. It fits perfectly. So, I know you're aware of it, but I can't promote any of this person. I used to love Mr. E. I really did. I used to love Mr. E's work more than Hans. Hans was cynical, which made me laugh in a different way. Mr. E had more of a sense of humour like me. And I liked the songs and I liked the videos, but she never gave... None of them gave the markers the way I do. They don't go into detail about it and they don't show it properly. They don't want you to understand it. So that when you see this picture and someone's put a male skull on it, you go, oh no, that's a man. Even though in that picture there, without any skull check on it, I see a woman. Just like when I saw Adam, the illusion, the other week, when the first time I proper looked at him, saw a woman straight away. See, I don't go to their channels. I don't go to Mr. E's channel calling him a woman. I don't go to Michelle XXY's channel and call him a man. It's not my place. I'm doing God's work. And God said, be wise as these serpents, but gentle as a dove. That's what he told me to be. So I try to be that way with everybody I meet. I'm not nasty. I'm not vicious. I don't hate Mr. E. I don't hate Patricia Steele or Mark Sargent. I don't hate none of them. I've had horrible things done to me because of all this information. They came and kidnapped my son off me using social services. You're not allowed to teach him the truth, Peter. You've got to send him to our brainwashing schools. Didn't work though, did it? You was too late. I already showed him the truth. As it is my duty to show my child the truth. Let him work it out for himself. And that's exactly what he did. He worked out the flat ear for himself. He worked out this. When I showed him it, he worked it out. He was looking at the wrong heads. That's what he said when he saw Mark and Patricia Steele for the first time after watching a quick transvestigation video on Faces. Straight away, he could see the wider eyes on Patricia versus Mark's close set eyes. And that's what I'm seeing, these close set eyes. Those eyes do not fill the skull. Mine do. But there you go. So Mr. E's done a Challenger video, a hoax video, but didn't fail to mention that they're all still alive. Why would you miss out? That's a massive discrepancy. If you're a real man and you're telling the truth, why would you miss out these pictures? Because especially your students that are all taught to look for these things would instantly see that they're all flipped, and they would instantly see that it's the same person. It's not doppelgangers, it's not clones, it's not twins, it's just the same person. It's like looking at me now compared to my picture here. I don't look young and handsome like that anymore. I'm an older man. My hair's gone grey. And it's the same here. It's like that comparison for me now. And, I used to dye my hair. I'm quite glad I've left it because... it's like being a chameleon. You camouflaging your wisdom and your age. You're trying to look younger than you actually are. That's why the fallen angels taught jewelry and makeup and hair dyes to disguise themselves. And the general populace, mostly women, cover themselves in war paint every day. Can't go out without my face on. What, your made up face, you mean? Not your real face? Because that's what this is. This is a made up face. It's not a man, it's a woman. This is a made up face. It's not a woman, it's a man. If all women stopped wearing makeup, these, especially the MTFs, they would stand out like sore thumbs because they'd be caked up in makeup to hide the fact that they're men. It's that simple. There you go. Challenger hoax. And it is a hoax. All space missions. Look at all these heads. Look at those cannonballs, one after the other. And then an egghead on each end, look. When I first realised that space was fake, it really did make me think about, why are they doing that? Why are they hiding that? Why have they made up space? What is there? What is where they're trying to show me? Where the stars rest, where the sun and moon spiral around my head. What is there? What is that? And you can only come up with one answer. Once you realise space travel is not possible, and they've made it up, they've brainwashed us, because then you start asking, where are we then? Where is Earth? Why is all this life here? Why can I think? Why can I feel the way I do? Why am I upset with all of this and all the people around me are not upset with it? And your answers are, it's not space, it's heaven. And to answer why everybody else don't care around you, well, you'd have to go to the Bible and read Cain and Abel. Wouldn't you? To understand it. That's why Jesus said, look inside yourself for the kingdom of God. You are, once you know the truth, you are his representative here on earth. You know, it's your duty to tell people about these things. Telling them only partial truth, oh, there was a crash, but missing out that they're all still alive, that's a big no-no. To anybody who's godly, and I mean truly godly, the kingdom of God within them, knows automatically that you're lying. You know, it's a big red flag. No. Why would you tell all your listeners this is a fake hoax, but not tell them about the crew still being alive? Because that's a big anchor in this story, that the crew are still alive. It's a massive anchor. So there you go. The Challenger crew. All space travel is fake. It's impossible. Go watch the Flat Earth videos I made last week. It's pretty simple. You just go to YouTube. There's my channel name, look. Well, it's only Poncho Pete, Son of Man, look. Yeah, don't even say G2G on it. And whatever you put in there should come up for you. Flat Earth. Oh. There you go. And it'll find my video. Look, it comes with a warning from Wikipedia. Flat Earth is an archaic, scientifically disproven conception. Scientifically, that's the biggest lie I've ever heard. But they have to put this on for the brainwashing of the normal people. Oh yeah, it's been scientifically proven. As soon as they wear science, that's it, they're done. They don't care if fiction comes after it. So these people, they're here to muddy the waters, not to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You can say, oh, Mr. E ain't bearing false witness, he just didn't mention it.